The case of Lori Vallow and Chad Daybell is one of the most unsettling stories in recent history, involving a series of mysterious disappearances, strange religious beliefs, and deaths that have left many people shocked. Lori and Chad's actions have raised countless questions about how such tragic events could happen, especially concerning two missing children. The story has captured the attention of people across the globe. Let's take a detailed look at the case, how it has unfolded over time, and the latest updates. Who are Lori Vallow and Chad Daybell? Lori Vallow, born Lori Noreen Cox, was a mother of 3 children, Colby Ryan, Tylee Ryan, and Joshua J.J. Vallow. She had been married 5 times, with her most recent husband being Charles Vallow. Lori was known to be a loving and devoted mother for much of her life, but things took a dark turn after she started following the extreme beliefs of Chad Daybell. Chad Daybell, an author of religious-themed books, focused on end-of-the-world prophecies and near-death experiences. He was married to Tammy Daybell, and together they had 5 children. Chad believed in a radical version of religious beliefs, claiming to have visions and to communicate with spirits. He believed that he was one of the chosen people who would play an important role in the end of the world. Lori and Chad first met in 2018 at a religious conference, and their connection was instant. They quickly bonded over their shared religious beliefs and developed a relationship. It wasn't long before their close bond would lead to tragedy. In September 2019, Lori's 2 youngest children, 17-year-old Tylee Ryan and 7-year-old Joshua J.J. Vallow, went missing. However, Lori never reported them missing. In fact, she kept giving different explanations about where her children were. It wasn't until November 2019, when JJ's grandparents, Kay and Larry Woodcock, raised alarms, that authorities became aware of the children's disappearance. Kay and Larry were highly concerned when they hadn't heard from JJ in a long time. They contacted authorities, worried about his safety. When investigators approached Lori, she gave a series of different and conflicting answers. At one point, she claimed that the children were staying with friends, and in other instances, she said they were safe but refused to provide their location. Her unwillingness to cooperate only raised more red flags, and eventually, Lori and Chad fled to Hawaii. Before the children's disappearance, another mysterious death had occurred in Chad's life. In October 2019, Chad's wife, Tammy Daybell, died suddenly at their home. Chad claimed that Tammy had died in her sleep, and at first her death was considered natural. However, as the investigation into the missing children intensified, Tammy's death began to appear suspicious. In December 2019, Tammy's body was exhumed for further examination, and authorities began to suspect. What made Tammy's death even more suspicious was the fact that Chad quickly remarried just weeks after her death, this time to Lori Vallow. This sudden remarriage and Lori's unusual behavior regarding her children led authorities to believe that something far more was at play. Lori's behavior started to change dramatically after she became more involved with Chad's teachings. The couple believed in an extreme version of end-times prophecies, claiming that the world was about to end soon. Lori and Chad believed they had special spiritual powers and could identify people who were dark spirits or zombies. They believed that some people were no longer alive spiritually, even though they appeared physically present. One of the most chilling parts of the case is that Lori reportedly believed her own children, Tylee and JJ, had become zombies. According to friends and family, Lori claimed that her children's souls had been replaced by evil spirits, and she referred to them as no longer being her real children. This disturbing belief may have influenced the couple's actions and decisions regarding Tylee and JJ's fate. Many people who knew Lori were shocked by how her personality had changed. Once a caring mother, she became increasingly obsessed with Chad's apocalyptic views and began isolating herself from her family and friends. In January 2020, after months of investigation, the court ordered Lori to produce her children and prove they were safe. When she failed to do so, authorities arrested Lori in Hawaii in February 2020. She was charged with desertion and non-support of her children, among other crimes. Chad, who remained in Hawaii with Lori, continued to claim that the children were safe, but provided no evidence. The case took a shocking turn in June 2020 when authorities made a surprising discovery. The remains of Tylee Ryan and J.J. Vallow were found buried on Chad Daybell's property in Rexburg, Idaho. Tylee's body had been dismembered and burned, while JJ's body was wrapped in plastic. Following the discovery of the children's remains, Chad was arrested and charged with multiple crimes, including conspiracy to conceal or destroy evidence. Both Lori and Chad now faced serious charges related to the deaths of Tylee, JJ, and possibly Tammy Daybell. Since their arrests, both Lori and Chad have faced multiple charges, including first-degree murder, conspiracy, and destruction of evidence. The legal process has been long and complicated, with many delays and challenges along the way. One of the main reasons for the delays has been concerns about Lori's mental health. In 2021, Lori was declared mentally unfit to stand trial, and she was sent to a mental health facility for treatment. After several months of treatment, she was eventually found competent to stand trial in April 2022, and legal proceedings resumed. Chad Daybell's trial has also faced delays due to the complex nature of the case. He continues to maintain his innocence and has pleaded not guilty to the charges against him. The possibility of the death penalty has also been raised in both Lori and Chad's cases, depending on the outcome of the trials. The Lori Vallow and Chad Daybell case has left a deep impact on everyone who has followed it. The case has not only shocked the public, but also raised important questions about how individuals can become so consumed by extreme beliefs that they lose sight of reality. Lori's transformation from a loving mother to someone willing to abandon and harm her children highlights how dangerous radical ideas can be when taken to the extreme. For many people, the case has also brought attention to the importance of family members speaking up when something seems wrong. JJ's grandparents, Kay and Larry Woodcock, were crucial in bringing attention to the children's disappearance and pushing for answers. Without their information, the investigation might have taken even longer to unfold. The deaths of Tylee Ryan, JJ Vallow, and Tammy Daybell have also sparked discussions about how mental health and dangerous beliefs can intersect in tragic ways. As of now, both Lori and Chad are awaiting their respective trials, which are expected to take place soon. There are still many unanswered questions about the case, and the public is eager to learn more about what truly happened and why. As the trials progress, new information will likely come to light, shedding more details on the couple's disturbing actions and beliefs. The trials will also provide an opportunity for justice to be served for Tylee, JJ, and Tammy. Many are hoping that the legal system will hold Lori and Chad accountable for the pain and suffering they caused, not only to their victims, but also to their surviving family members. The story of Lori Vallow and Chad Daybell is a tragic and disturbing tale of how extreme beliefs and mental health issues can lead to unspeakable horrors. The disappearance and deaths of Tylee Ryan, JJ Vallow, and Tammy Daybell have left a lasting impact on their loved ones in the community. As the case continues to unfold, we can only hope that justice will be served for the victims and that important lessons can be learned from this heartbreaking situation.